Welcome back to CAISTROLOGY, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, I'm an astrologer and tarot reader, and today I'm going to be doing your July 2021 horoscopes. If you'd like to skip this introduction, you can head to the timestamps in the description box below. First and foremost, the most accurate horoscope for you will be your Ascendant sign horoscope. Having said that, my horoscopes can be applied to your sun and moon sign as well, and I do recommend that you watch all three if you've got the time. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please do so if you want to see more content from me, and of course, if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. And before I get into your horoscope, I just wanted to sort of shed some light on my personal life and why I'm doing what I'm doing with these horoscopes. I feel like every month I don't really go into any detail about who I am and why I'm here, but I just wanted to let you guys know that astrology and tarot are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, my passion in life, and I have found so much comfort in studying my own astrological birth chart, and I really just want to share the knowledge that I have with you guys. And I believe that my monthly horoscopes, well, I'd like to believe that they allow you to feel more empowered within your own life and hopefully connect with the things that light you up and make you in alignment with your higher self. So thank you for sticking around for this longer than normal introduction. It is Cancer season and I've got a lot of placements in Cancer, so yeah, just felt like sharing. All right, let's dive into the horoscopes. Hi Libra, Sun, Moon and Risings. Welcome to your July 2021 horoscope. The first few days of the month will be a little bit challenging, but no sign will be exempt from this because we will see a series of squares and oppositions which involve Uranus, Saturn, Mars, and your ruling planet Venus. But just bear with me because I promise that the rest of the month will get better and better as we go along. On the 1st of July, Mars in Leo in your 11th house will oppose Saturn in Aquarius in your 5th house. This can see you feeling criticized by your family for your long-term goals and aspirations. And that's because Saturn rules over your 4th house, which is family, and your 5th house as well. Now, some of you may be feeling like you're being attacked for your creative pursuits and for these long-term goals and aspirations. And it may not just be by your family members, it could also be by older siblings or even by friends or your significant other, because Mars rules your 7th house of one-on-one relationships. On a different level, some of you may just be working extremely hard on your own business as represented by Saturn in your 5th house, or perhaps you've got some kind of creative project that you're working on and all of this work that you're putting into it is taking you away from being able to enjoy your romantic life. So this can be putting pressure on your relationship. And some of you may just feel like you can't go out and have fun with your friends because you're too busy watching how much money you're spending, as Mars is ruling your 2nd house of finances. On the 4th of July, Mars in Leo in your 11th house will square Uranus in Taurus in your 8th house. This particular transit can see there being a series of unexpected changes, and that's because Uranus already rules over shocking changes and sudden upheavals, and the 8th house is the house of reversals. So we're combining Uranus and the 8th house, and what we get from that is unforeseen changes, but I can tell you that they are likely to be related to some kind of group that you are a part of or community. Or this could be with regard to your long-term goals and aspirations. Some of you may just do a total 180 when it comes to what your long-term goals are. And this can shock your family and friends, and hell, it may even shock you guys as well. On a different note, any kind of large-scale event that you are involved in or that you were planning to attend may experience some kind of change. And this can also be connected to political parties that you're involved in or a political campaign that you're working on. Also, all three of your financial houses are activated by this transit. The 8th house rules over your mutual resources. The 11th house rules over your gains and your salary. And Mars, which is making the square to Uranus, rules over your 2nd house of finances and valuables and possessions. So there may be some kind of change here to your finances, or perhaps you have to spend a lot of money to invest in your long-term goals and aspirations, or to assist your partner. So you may be putting your personal resources towards your mutual resources to help them with some kind of change that they're experiencing in their life. Now, on the 7th of July, Venus in Leo in your 11th house will oppose Saturn in Aquarius in your 5th house. So Venus is obviously your ruling planet. It rules your 1st house, and it also rules your 8th house. Now, as I mentioned before, Saturn rules over your 4th house, which is family. So some of you may suddenly realize how your family have been criticizing your own natural gifts and talents, and this realization can lead you to understand just how oppressed you feel by certain family members, and it may even be your own ability to express joy or to express yourself in a creative sense. Maybe they have stifled your dreams, and the first 9 or 10 days of the month will start allowing you to have a breakthrough. Wow, just as I said that, my candle went out, so that's confirmation. Will allow you to have a breakthrough when it comes to pursuing things that light you up and your passions and what brings you joy in life. Now, on the 9th of July, Venus in your 11th house will square Uranus in Taurus in your 8th house. So again, this is the moment of breakthrough for you. The 8th house rules sudden transformation, and Uranus rules divine truth. Now, because Venus is your ruling planet, this can see you having a swift but shocking download of information, which actually allows you to break out of the shackles of criticizing yourself and feeling like you're not good enough and that your long-term goals and dreams are not worth pursuing. So even though the first 9 or 10 days of the month will be a little bit challenging for you, there is a divine reason behind it. Now, on a more material level, once again, the 8th house rules your mutual resources. So your mutual resources may suddenly fluctuate. Now, I'm inclined to say that they will increase rather than decrease, and that's because fixed signs in astrology are about investment. Nonetheless, I wouldn't bet money on it because Uranus rules sudden change, as I've mentioned. So your mutual resources may fluctuate, and this can be due to a benefactor as represented by the 11th house. This can be a result of your effort and hard work that you've put into a community or a group that you're a part of. This can be a result of dividends and gains. Now, on a different note, some of you may be earning money off services, and that is especially the case if you are working in any of the following industries: psychology, anything to do with the occult, managing other people's finances, emergency resources, or if you work with taxes, inheritances, if you work at a funeral parlor or a morgue, anything 8th housey, so to speak. And lastly, your mutual resources may suddenly fluctuate as a result of investments you've made into the stock market, cryptocurrencies, or any kind of new and burgeoning technology. Now, on the 10th of July, there will be a new moon in Cancer at 18 degrees, and this is occurring in your 10th house. The 10th house rules over your career and your public self and your professional life. So this can see you planting the seeds for some kind of development in your professional life. Some of you may be applying for a new position or a new title. Some of you may start having an increased workload when it comes to duties and responsibilities with your career. You may be making plans to retire, especially because this new moon is trining Neptune in your 6th house. Neptune rules sacrifice and letting go of something, and the 6th house rules over your daily working habits. So certainly some of you may decide with this new moon in Cancer that you want to leave the workforce. Now, you don't have to retire indefinitely. Some of you may be deciding to take a sabbatical, or you may decide that you want to start a family or spend more time with your existing family, especially because this new moon is opposing Pluto in Capricorn in your 4th house. On the 13th of July, we will have Venus conjunct Mars in Leo in your 11th house. What an amazing time for you to invest in your long-term goals and dreams, especially off the back of all of these realizations that you've had and all these breakthrough moments that you've had. The 11th house represents your legacy and what you want to leave behind. Now, because Venus is in your 11th house and this is your ruling planet, this can see you actually manifesting something into the physical realm, bringing your dreams and your goals literally into your life. So some of you may decide that you want to join a new group or a community, or you may want to organize a big event. It could be online, it could be in person, it could be a webinar. And for some of you, this could be connected to financials, your valuables, your possessions, anything that you collect, history, and the food industry, because Mars rules over your 2nd house, which represents all of those things. On a different level, Venus rules your 8th house, which rules over psychology and the occult. And Mars rules your 7th house. So this could be you joining a new group or community or being involved with another individual when it comes to your long-term goals and aspirations. On a different note, this particular conjunction can see you wanting to invest in new technology, the stock market, cryptocurrencies, your assets, and this could very well be connected to not just the world of finance, but also the food and wine industry and anything which involves the 5 senses. So this could be the perfume industry as well. Now, on the 22nd of July, Venus, which is your ruling planet, will be in Virgo in your 12th house, and it will be opposing Jupiter in Pisces in your 6th house. This is at 0 degrees. This is really, really important for you guys because it involves your ruling planet, and this opposition is indicating an opportunity which will be made available to you, and it will be a work-related opportunity because Jupiter is in your 6th house and it is the ruler of your 6th house. So this work-related opportunity could involve international travel and deep research because that is what the 12th house represents. It could also involve elements of secrecy and espionage and anything to do with the occult or esoteric world and realms. On a different level, the 12th house rules over pharmaceuticals and large bodies of water. So this could be anything to do with becoming a pharmacist, or if you're already a pharmacist, it doesn't have to be pharmacy. It could be holistic health and wellness, or perhaps you're a marine biologist or you've been studying marine biology and you will be offered some kind of role which involves marine life. In any case, Jupiter also rules your 3rd house. So this work-related opportunity could also involve writing, small groups of people, journalism, and short education courses, study, and anything which involves the use of your hands. On the 24th of July, there will be a full moon in Aquarius in your 5th house, and it will be at 1 degrees and in a wide conjunction with Saturn. This can see you achieving some kind of creative milestone. Maybe it's a business related milestone because the 5th house rules any business that you create. Maybe you've started your own business and it's ready to launch. Maybe you have new products or services that you have personally created or that you will personally be carrying out, and now you're launching this online. On a different note, if you have children, a chapter may be coming to a close in their life. This could be connected to work, study, career, or even just a personal goal that they've achieved. On a different note, full moons indicate the ending of a cycle, and the fifth house rules over romance. So some of you may be having a romantic relationship come to an end, and it could be a relationship which started around January or March in 2020 last year. And lastly, with this full moon in Aquarius, some of you may master some kind of creative technique or passion of yours, and you can be really proud of this. You know, full moons are often a time for celebrating achievements in our lives. So Libra, that's all I have for you for July 2021. If you enjoyed this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me at CAISTROLOGY, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm very active there. And lastly, I do offer private one-on-one readings, so you can book a reading with me via CAISTROLOGY.com. Enjoy July 2021, and I will see you guys next month.